I'm not going to lie, this is the third time for me doing this particular note section. I keep getting interrupted, and the sun keeps moving it down. So let's talk about surface area. Surface area and volume. So we've already learned about area. Area is the number of squared units a plane figure has. I don't even like that word. Literally, it's how many squares fit on your flat surface. Surface area, if the plane figure is part of the surface of a 3D figure, then the surface area is the area of all of those together. Added them, all of those together. So we're going to put all faces added together. All right. So if you think about a box and how much cardboard does it take to construct this box? So you would add up all of each face. Volume. The volume is inside. I don't even know if that makes sense. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Think about these boxes. This could be a cereal boxes, so it would be the cereal inside or the gumballs inside. So let's talk about prisms. So on prisms, you can find the surface area by saying pH plus 2 times your base. And let's explain what all of this is. P is going to be perimeter. H is your height. B is the area of the base. So that could be in different things. It could be triangular, so you'd have to find the area of that triangle, which is 1/2. It's big B because it's whatever formula that goes with that base. Volume is easy. Volume is also the big B, so the area of that base times your height. Again, area of base. Height here sometimes can be tricky. It's from base to base. All right. So, I guess all that stuff is here. Let's try it. Oh, they're just saying. So length, width, height, base, and there's another base. Now you can do these 2 different ways. You can find it by finding the area of each side and add them all together, or use the formula. I don't care. Sometimes one's easier than the other, so I'm going to teach you kind of both ways. And so this is going to be a long set of notes. So let's find the surface area here. The volume is this base. So here's my base. So it's a rectangle or a square. It's definitely a rectangle. So volume is going to be base times height. So that's my big B. Times the height of the figure from base to base. So volume is 6 times 7.5 times the height, which is 8. I'm going to punch that into the calculator and get that for you. And it's always in units cubed because volume is a 3-dimensional deal. Surface area. I can use that lovely little formula. So it says my perimeter. So my perimeter is adding all the sides up. But you're like, well, what sides? The perimeter. Perimeter. And it says perimeter of the base. So my perimeter of my base is 6 times 2 plus 7.5. I forgot the 0.5, sorry. Times 2. How much is that? So we end up with 12 plus 7.5 times 2. I got 27. Okay. My area of my base, right? Isn't that the next thing? Oh, the height. My h is 8. The area of my base is 6 times 7.5. 6 times 7.5. 45. Okay, let's punch it into that formula. So surface area is my P27 times my height of 8 plus 2 of my bases. So my surface area is 306. And this is in units squared because it's the flat surfaces that we're trying to find. It's like wrapping paper or the cardboard. Okay, next one. This is just information. This is just saying just because it's leaning, it still has the same height, same base, same everything, so they have the same surface area and volume. So here's the triangular prism. So this one gets a little more interesting. Again, on this you have to realize that this, since it's a prism, these are the bases, and that's what you sometimes forget. So it's the same formula. Okay, so let's put this in action. So I'm going to, again, I'm fighting this sunshine. I think I can go back up here. I'm going to move this. I told you I was going to make you sick. Let's see if I can get this back up here. Okay, so my volume is big B times H. So volume, my big B, here's my base, and I'm going to outline it. So we need to find the area of that. So it's a triangle, so it's 1/2 my base times the height of that triangle. And then the height, remember, is the distance between the two bases. So that's 10. Volume is so much easier. Punch that into your calculator and you should get 300, no. What do you get? 120 centimeters cubed. Literally how many cubes, cubed units, centimeters, cubed centimeters fit inside here? It's kind of nice. Figure that out pretty quickly. Let's go to the surface area. Again, we want to find, what was that formula? SA equals P times your H plus 2 of your bases. Okay, so my perimeter of my base, so here you can see it's 8 plus, that's 5 plus 5. Hopefully we can see that's 18. The height we already know, which was 10. And then the area of my base was just 1/2 base times height. That's the 8 times the 3. That's 24, so that's got to be 12. Now we put it all together. So surface area is equal to my perimeter, 18 times my height, plus 2 times the base of 12. Let's punch that into your calculator, and hopefully you get 204 centimeters squared. Okay, this is when it gets a little more complicated. So I'm going to stop my video here, and I need to reconvene as soon as I have some more time. So I'm going to break this down into this, and then this one's going to be on its own. Okay.